As Harlan Coben's latest Netflix thriller hit screens, fans might be surprised to learn that his college best friend is an even more famous writer. The American mystery novelist, 62, whose book has been adapted into the gripping series Missing You, is a former fraternity brother of the Da Vinci Code author Dan Brown. Before their names became synonymous with best-selling crime fiction, the pair attended Amherst College in Massachusetts together in the 1980s. The talented duo quickly became close while in the Psi Upsilon fraternity, with Coben graduating in 1984 and Brown just 2 years later in 1986. Coben has since become a household name thanks to his addictive Netflix adaptations, such as The Stranger 2020, Stay Close 2022, Fool Me Once 2023, and now Missing You, which is out today. Meanwhile, Brown has earned the title of one of the world's most famous writers thanks to his thrillers such as Angels and Demons 2000, The Da Vinci Code 2003, The Lost Symbol 2009, Inferno 2013, and Origin 2017. His novels have sold more than 200 million copies and have been translated into 57 languages, while 3 of his books have been adapted into films starring Tom Hanks. Speaking to the Sunday Times Culture magazine, Coben revealed he was one of the first to read the Da Vinci Code, and he even wrote a blurb for the cover. He said, "I was one of the first people to read it. It was a cultural touchstone, like no novel in our lifetime." He recalled walking into Barnes & Noble to find Brown's book at number 1, while his own was second. "A year later I had a new book out. Dan's was still number 1, and mine was number 2. However, despite not being the best-selling author in his fraternity, Coben is still sitting pretty at the top of the literary food chain, dominating Netflix with his adaptations. Hot off the heels of the huge success of Michelle Keegan's Fool Me Once, the crime author has signed a 5-year deal to bring more of his novels to the streaming service. Fool Me Once centered around Judith's, Dame Joanna Lumley, opulent home, which also featured as Tommy Shelby's abode in Peaky Blinders. The streaming giant revealed that Missing You will premiere today on New Year's Day. The official synopsis reads, 11 years ago, Detective Kat Donovan's fiancé Josh, the love of her life, disappeared and she's never heard from him since. Now, swiping profiles on a dating app, she suddenly sees his face and her world explodes all over again. Josh's reappearance will force her to dive back into the mystery surrounding her father's murder and uncover long-buried secrets from her past. Nimr Rashid, the director of Fool Me Once, has returned once again to direct episodes alongside Ishur Sahota, known for Ridley and Grace. Victoria Asare Archer, who co-wrote the 2021 Coben thriller Stay Close, was in charge of screenwriting. The series will comprise of 5-hour-long episodes and is set to be a huge hit for Netflix. The full-length trailer shows Rosalind Eliezer character Kat with her fiancé Josh, played by Ashley Walters, before he went missing. It then jumps forward 11 years to show her friend, played by Jessica Plummer, suggesting she looks for Josh on a dating app. Choppy clips show the missing persons detective appealing for information about a missing man by the name of Rishi Magari and being asked to help find a man's mother. The trailer's editing then appears to suggest that the man his missing mother was last seen with was Kat's missing fiancé Josh, as we see her find his profile on the dating app. The rest of the video shows Kat struggling with leads on the investigation and being confronted with the idea that Josh was perhaps not the person she thought he was. Teasing what viewers can expect from Missing You during a recent interview with Digital Spy, Coben said, "I think it may be my most gripping, and the ending will not only surprise you. In fact, when I recently rewatched it, I was completely fooled by the ending, and I wrote it. But I think you'll genuinely be moved," he added. "Tell me if you shed a tear at the last episode of Missing You." Missing You follows the success of Fool Me Once, which released on the streaming platform last New Year's Day and thrust Michelle Keegan back into the spotlight. Fool Me Once became the most-watched series for the first half of the year, racking up an impressive 108 million views. Michelle, who plays the main character Maya Burkett, was completely starstruck after the series hit number 1 worldwide. She thanked fans in disbelief of the popularity it has gained with a slew of snaps of her on set, with the caption, "Number 1 in the world and in more than 60 countries. I feel like I'm in a dream right now. Thank you to every single person who has reached out or messaged me re-Fool Me Once. I promise you I read them all. Over the moon that you've enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed making it. It's been a very, very special week." Fool Me Once was released as a novel in 2016 and follows the likes of The Stranger and Stay Close to become the 8th member of Netflix's Harlan Coben collection.